Today I wanted to talk a little bit about my cloth diapering experience. I have cloth diapered now for over 3 years, off and on, and there have been some ups and downs, some very difficult times where I've lost almost my entire stash. I just hope this might be a little bit helpful to those that are going through cloth diapering, and that when it gets really bad, that just keep with it and try and find information out there that might be able to help you get through the different things that you're dealing with. The reason why I started cloth diapering is because I had a friend that was cloth diapering her own child, and I had never heard about it before. Well, I guess I mean, I've heard about cloth diapers, but I haven't heard anybody doing it, now. We looked into it and we decided that that was something we wanted to do. We wanted it to be something very easy. We went with the Bum Genie's free time diapers. That was kind of the first big mistake where we went with all of the same kind of diaper. We bought 18 of them and we were gifted 6 of them. So we had 24 diapers, all the same brand, and they didn't work for my daughter. She was born 8 pounds 2 ounces, but dropped down to 6 pounds 15 ounces within a couple of days, and they were just too big for her tiny little thighs. So we used disposables until she fit into the free time diapers, but the problem was she was still having leaks with her legs, and I was getting really frustrated with it. And then I found out that I could sell them for almost the same amount that I paid for them. So I sold 18 of them and then bought more diapers. And the way I knew which diapers to buy is that I went to a local diaper sailor. She provides a trial service where you pay like $10 and you get to try 5 or 6 diapers, and if you like them then you can pay for them outright, and if you don't like them you can just return them, and all you're out is $10 regardless of whether you keep everything or turn everything in. But you're able to kind of experience the different types of diapers that are out there. And then she resells those used diapers for just a couple dollars off from their full price. When we did the trial, I realized that the all-in-one diapers really weren't for us. It didn't work for the needs of my daughter with her thin legs and, having blowout problems. So we went with the covers and pre-folds. That worked for a really long time, pretty much until potty training. So when it was time for potty training, I did go out and buy some of the Gerber training pants, I guess they're called. They're thicker underwear, and then I bought some Bummies pull-on diaper covers, and it really didn't work for my child. She did not like the idea of it holding her pee, and then when she'd pull it down it would just pour out, and if she pooped, you could only pull them down, you couldn't snap them off, and she would freak out and start moving all around, and poop would just go all the way down her legs. And it was very traumatic for her, and so then I just decided we're not doing that anymore, and that we'll just do pull-ups, that we can tear the side of them and just take them off just like a diaper. And I really didn't think it would take her as long as it did to potty train her. I was pregnant, not able to deal with potty training, leaning over. Every time I would lean over to wipe her, I would throw up, literally every time. Oh, it was so awful. So then I had a newborn and I couldn't deal with that. And then I started pumping exclusively, and when you have to pump all like 6 to 8 times a day, you don't have time to deal with potty training. Once I started pumping less, I was able to potty train her, and it was very quick, very easy. But during that entire time, from 18 months to almost 3, I used disposable pull-ups, and I really wish I would have just bit the bullet and purchased some snapping cloth trainers, because I really would have saved a whole lot of money, even if I bought the most expensive trainers out there. Moving on to my second child, I wanted to cloth diaper like as soon as we got home, so I bought some Thirsties size 1 covers and some newborn pre-folds. At the time, covers and pre-folds were working really well for my older child, so I just thought, why not go ahead and go with that? Well, it ended up being that she was born early as well, and she was even smaller than her first, and she really didn't even fit the size 1 diapers. They were huge. You had this teeny tiny little baby with this big old fluffy booty. They didn't have leaks around the legs or the top, but it was just so big and it looked so uncomfortable. She would lay there and her bottom would be like stuck up in the air, and then I'd put the disposable on her and she looked more comfortable. And so I got really disappointed, because when I went to put on the 1 size diapers, they had stretched out so much that they didn't even fit her. And so I'm like, there's no way this is going to fit her until she's 20 pounds. And so I didn't want to go out and buy a whole entire new stash of diapers. And I thought, well, I'll just replace the elastic. So I put her in cloth all the time except for when she went to sleep. And her clothes were always getting wet. Bottom would be damp. Well, it turns out that the PUL was very cracked and split. So it wasn't only the elastic that was shot, the whole PUL was shot. So once that happens, there's really no point in even keeping the diaper. It would work great for a swim diaper, but not for a actual diaper. So when I realized that, I tried to figure out, why did this happen? I found a group on Facebook. Well, actually, I didn't find it. One of my friends added me to the group because she knew I was having trouble with my diapers and I couldn't really figure out why. And I found out that due to my wash routine, I had killed my diapers. I was using the sanitize cycle on my washer, which uses extremely hot water, where it has an internal heater that heats it up even hotter than the hot water heater. That I was only using one little teeny tiny scoop of detergent when I should have been using a lot more detergent. So my diapers weren't even getting clean. I didn't realize that they were actually repelling water really, really bad. Once I realized that the majority of my diapers were shot, except for ones that I bought when my youngest was about 3 months old, I was really sad and upset. I was like, do I just give up and cloth diaper altogether? Do I buy more diapers? I don't really know. And I was just really not happy about it. Then I realized that I could actually go on and buy diapers without inserts, like pocket diapers, because I really don't like covers. And that was another thing that I realized, that with my first, covers and pre-folds, they worked. They were fine. But with my second child, it just was not working. She was way more active, way more wiggly on the table, and just changing her was really hard. So just having a pocket diaper was a lot easier. So I still had all the absorbent parts left of the diaper, and I stripped them and I bleached them so that I could get off all of the gunkiness and the detergent and anything that was left on there from not washing it properly. So now I'm back to cloth diapering full time, which I'm so happy about. I mean, it was what I wanted to do all along, but I just got so discouraged when the diapers weren't fitting my second daughter, even when I got the smaller diapers, and I was really disappointed when I realized that all the diapers for my oldest, they weren't working. I didn't want to have to go and buy more. When I was having to decide whether or not I was going to give up on cloth diapers altogether or buy some more, I tried to figure out how many diapers I went through a day, how much a box of diapers actually cost, and I did the math to figure out how long would it take me to recoup the cost of buying new diapers, and I gave myself a budget. I budgeted myself $100. You can recoup the cost of that within about a month and a half of buying box diapers, with going through about 7 diapers a day. It made myself feel better that $100 really isn't that much money when you're talking about diapers, but now I have a lot of diapers. So one day I will show you my entire stash, and I meant to do that after I stripped all my diapers, but I still don't have some of the diapers in that I ordered, so they should be coming within the next week or so. Hopefully this video has been encouraging to those that are cloth diapering or thinking about cloth diapering, and hopefully it hasn't been discouraging with all the problems that I've had. 2 things that I would recommend: do not buy a stash of entirely one type of diaper or one brand of diaper, one style of diaper. Have a lot of diversity in your stash. And 2, if you start to have problems, don't give up. Do a diaper trial. Find a diaper that actually works for you. And there are many places that offer diaper trials. There are websites that offer diaper trials if you don't have a brick and mortar store near you. But those 2 things, do that, and you should be successful. Oh, wait, there's a third. Go on to Fluff Love University and figure out a washing routine that's actually the correct washing routine. Don't do what I did. Have a great day, and I hope that you come back real soon.